Let's view a video clip of the Jongdosanim's teaching on forming an orbital light inside your lower dantian. After the video, meditation teacher Sang will explain the teaching. Now, to form your jeongdan, orbital light, in your lower dantian, you must not chant mantras with your conscious spirit, which means your mind is full of thoughts, random thoughts. Instead, you must chant mantras with your primal spirit that resides inside your head. When you do so, you are chanting mantras absent of thoughts. Being free of thoughts is important. When you look at the space around you, are there thoughts floating around? No, it's simply space. To meditate, your mind must be like empty space. When Sangjanim meditated, he began at Shiryu-san mountain near his home. He then went to Daewonsa temple, where he opened the gate of enlightenment of the cosmic autumn. At the temple, he meditated with certain principles. One such principle was focusing with one mind. Another principle was empty, empty, void, void. Regarding the second principle, it comes from an ancient teaching that began during the era of Mago Castle, extending to Hwanguk and Baedal. And Emperor Geoboran of Baedal presented 5 principles of meditation. One principle was empty, empty, void, void. He said, heaven is not just blue and dark. Heaven is without form and is boundless, without a beginning or end, without the 4 directions. And so, heaven is empty, empty, void, void. Later, Sangjanim clarified this principle and applied it to meditation. Empty, empty, void, void was shortened to empty void, meaning the body must be emptied and the mind must also become a void. This is extremely important in meditation. If you truly understand this and apply it to your meditation, you can enter the realm that is the beginning of time and space of the universe. Now, when people try to form their orbital light inside their lower dantian, it could take them 2 or 3 months. People who are youthful, who take good care of themselves, who do not drink excessively, who are not consumed by stress, can form a strong orbital light. Women who became mothers, who have been married for many years, have used up a great deal of their essence. So it would take a great effort to form their orbital light. Perhaps you could go to the woods in May or June and breathe clean air to recover your health, to facilitate the forming of this orbital light. It is also important to eat good protein, have a good sleep schedule, undo stress in your lives, and have a kind heart. These all help in forming your orbital light. Now, when you meditate and chant mantras, focus on your lower dantian. Don't worry about anything else. Why? Whether you meditate to purify your mind or heal yourself, your meditation must be done by uniting the spirit and chi inside your body. Within your body, your spirit dwells inside your head. Chi fills your entire body. What generates ki? It is essence in your lower dantian. By focusing on your lower dantian and breathing through it, you can draw in your spirit. When your spirit answers, that is when beads of light begin to gather inside your lower dantian and become an orb of light. When you are absolutely still, you can actually see this orb, which looks like an egg. Your orb of light must be jade white, really clean jade white, which is a sign that your meditation is successful. If the orb is discolored or gray, it is a sign that you had random thoughts as you formed it. Now, after your orb is formed, you will witness many wondrous sights, such as a pool of water or a stream of clean water flowing by. Yes, you had just viewed part 2 of the Jongdosanim's teaching on forming an orbital light inside your lower dantian. Today's video clip contains many key teachings about forming this orb. First, the Jongdosanim said, to form this orb, you must chant mantras together with your primal spirit, not with your conscious spirit. Your conscious spirit enables you to think and function, but because the spirit influences your day-to-day reality, it is a continuous source of random thoughts. On the other hand, your primal spirit, which dwells inside your head, is the mind of the universe. When you chant mantras, you should do so with your primal spirit to abandon all thoughts, which is a sure path to forming your orb of light. Well, you said meditation should be done with your primal spirit, not with your conscious spirit. This is very interesting. Please tell us more about this. Yes, of course. The concept of primal spirit and conscious spirit is probably unfamiliar to the viewers. Simply put, we have two spirits inside our body. The first spirit, called the primal spirit, is the same as the original mind of the universe, and it lives inside the center of our head. This spirit represents our pure original mind. The second spirit is our conscious spirit, which lives inside our heart. This spirit enables to think, see, hear, learn, and function. Our conscious spirit is always active, but our primal spirit is always asleep. If our conscious spirit is overloaded, we are stressed. We could find fault in others, and we could be sad or depressed. So, a true meditation is putting our conscious spirit to rest and waking up our primal spirit. When you are plagued by random thoughts, you must realize that your conscious spirit is very active. So you must try to empty your mind, which will vastly improve your meditation. Now, let me speak about empty void. The Jongdosanim spoke about Sangjanim's teaching, focusing with one mind, and empty, empty, void, void, which can be shortened to empty void. This is not a simple concept, but Sangjanim explained this simply by saying that when we meditate, our body must be emptied and our mind should become a void. In other words, we must detach ourselves from desires and afflictions of the mind and enter the original realm of the universe. Then you can focus with one mind and energy will coalesce inside of you. Empty void. As for myself, when I meditate, my mind is flooded with all kinds of thoughts. So I imagine sitting on a green pasture or floating on a blue sea to empty my mind. Aside from empty void, are there other ways to form an orb of light? Yes, in fact, the Jongdosanim recommended that we go to a forest to breathe clean air. This obviously helps our lungs, but this also helps to concentrate essence inside our body, leading to good health. He also recommended eating good protein, keeping a good sleep schedule, and maintaining a kind heart. The Jongdosanim also said, meditation is a means of binding your spirit and chi into one. By focusing on your consciousness and breathing deeply, you can gather energy of the universe inside your lower dantian and form this orb of light. The fully formed orb should look like an egg of white jade. If your orb was formed while you struggle with random thoughts, it might look gray or brownish. In that case, don't be disappointed, but reapply yourself to meditation. When you gather the energy of mantra chanting into your lower dantian, your orb will become jade white. I think the biggest obstacle to meditation is random thoughts. When I close my eyes to meditate, all kinds of thoughts pop up out of nowhere. Is there a good way to overcome these random thoughts? Yes, random thoughts do pose a big problem during meditation. I also had this difficulty. The problem is our head, our mind is full of thoughts, emotions, and worries, and these flood our mind during meditation. When you close your eyes, these thoughts appear one after another. Regarding this, Sangjanim taught his child disciple, Kim Ho-yeon, close your outer eye and open your inner eye. What this means is, when you meditate, close your eyes lightly to allow some light to come through your vision. And when you are plagued by random thoughts, just open your eyes briefly and then close them. But if you have great stress or if some major issue is consuming your mind, then stop your meditation. Go out for a walk in a park or a wooded area for 30 minutes to calm yourself. Also, it's important that you bring calm, tranquility first before you resume your meditation. Now, when you begin your meditation, imagine sitting on the center of a circle with a perfect cross inside. This means you are the center of the universe, and you signal your mind that you're about to enter the realm of deep tranquility. Thank you. Now, let's move on to meditation for attaining ageless longevity and the immortality of the later heaven. Meditation teacher Hyun, please lead us. Once again, we will use a wish-fulfilling rod of light to clear away energy blockage inside our penetrating vessel. First, imagine unraveling a string of light from your left thumb and a string of light from your left index finger. Then imagine twisting the strings together to create a rod of light, about 30 centimeters in length and 3 to 5 centimeters in width. Raise this rod to the top of your head. As you exhale, chanting a mantra, lower this rod into your penetrating vessel. As you inhale, raise the rod to the top of your head. Repeat this process as you meditate. Now, let's begin the Shichonjuju and Teochu mantra chanting and dynamic meditation.
이천주 조하정 영세불망만사지 지기금지 원의대강 시천주 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 훔치 태울 천상원군 훔니 지야 훔니 함니 사파 훔치 태울 천상원 훔니 지야 도래 훔니 함니 사파 훔치 태울 천상원 훔니 지야 도래 훔니 함니 사파 훔치